Hey guys, Josh from soccerreviewsforyou.com, bringing you my review plus on-feet video of the brand new Adidas ClimaChill Cosmic Boost running shoes. Now inside the box, all you get are the shoes themselves. They do not come with any extras. So let me get these guys out of the box really quickly, and we'll take a closer look at this brand new running model from Adidas that features their two flagship technologies at the moment, Boost Foam as well as Primeknit. Now these of course are not designed to play soccer in, they are for training. So the reason why I'm showing them to you on this channel is one, training off the field is just as important as training on the field, and I think that this would be a particularly good option for soccer specific training. And two, it introduces Primeknit technology in the cheapest shoe currently available, which is obviously a technology that Adidas is trying to push more and more in their soccer lineup, as we just saw with the release of the limited edition Primeknit 2.0. So not only am I going to be comparing the Cosmic Boost to the Primeknit 2.0 in today's video, we're just going to be doing a complete overview, talking more about this shoe, and considering that the Primeknit 2.0 retails for $300 US and the Cosmic Boost retails for $140 US, this could potentially be your first Primeknit experience in the form of a running shoe for those that are perhaps interested in a brand new pair of runners, as well as curious about Primeknit technology in general. So if you're interested in learning more about the Cosmic Boost, please stick around. If you're perhaps interested in a pair for yourself, check out the review page on my website. It'll be the very first link down below in the description of this video, and on that review page you will find buy it now links for all the currently available colorways of the Adidas Cosmic Boost. So again, if you're interested in a pair, first link down below in the description, go ahead and check it out. And with that being said, let's get right into the review. So what does the Cosmic Boost have on offer that you can't get from other running models, both from Adidas as well as other brands? Now of course the main reason why you'd pick these up in the first place is for that Boost Foam midsole, and in my opinion the Primeknit upper. Now of course you can get Boost Foam and Primeknit in combination on the Adidas Ultra Boost, which is a shoe that I also featured on the channel. I'll leave an annotation on screen if you want to check those out. The difference here between the Cosmic Boost and the Ultra Boost is one, the Ultra Boost retails for $40 more. It's quite expensive as far as running models go. These are a lot more affordable. And two, I would actually argue that the Primeknit experience you're going to get from the Cosmic Boost just feels a lot more natural, a lot more sock-like, and the overall layout is a lot more similar to the Primeknit 2.0 soccer cleat, which I think is what a lot of people are probably looking for who watch this channel anyways. They want something similar to this in the form of a running shoe, and that's what you get here with the Cosmic Boost. So the upper is not 100% Primeknit, but mostly Primeknit. The only part that isn't Primeknit is of course the heel area, which really doesn't need to be, just for the sake of structure and I guess cutting costs on the shoe just to make it as affordable as they possibly could. So as far as the Primeknit material itself is concerned, obviously it's a knitted upper, and what's exciting about knitted uppers in general is it allows the brand, whether it be Adidas with Primeknit or Nike with Flyknit, to engineer every square millimeter of the shoe. So what you see on this upper is a combination of different woven patterns. So you're going to find that it's more dense in certain areas, it's more open, it's more stretchy in certain areas, and it just makes for a very sock-like sensation. They can change the pattern, they can change the feel of the upper while still maintaining a one-piece construction, which is really, really important, and exactly what you see here on the Primeknit 2.0 soccer cleat. There's different woven patterns and different structure to different parts of the upper as they see fit. So with the Primeknit, or the Cosmic Boost, sorry, you're going to find that in the forefoot area, the very top of the toes, it's very stretchy and it's very open. So you can see that there are actually holes here. You can see my fingers through. That's going to allow for great sock-like comfort and good ventilation in general while you're running. You're going to find that you have a more dense pattern going around the edge here where the sole meets the upper, and that's just to allow for a little bit of extra stability, while in the forefoot on either side, you're of course going to find the signature 3 stripes that looks really cool in this colorway, especially with the knitted upper, and that it's actually knitted into the shoe. I don't know, I just really like how this shoe looks. But it's a lot more dense, and you're also going to find an internal fused on support cage just on the underside of there, just to prevent, again, any kind of lateral stability issues. With that being said, this is a running model and not a training model. So if you're running in a straight line or even sprinting in a straight line, you're not going to have any issues at all. But as soon as you do any kind of quick changes of direction or just any kind of quick lateral movements in general, that's really not what this shoe is designed for. You're going to have good stability through the midfoot, but the forefoot's not going to keep you quite locked in the the way you would want to be. So if you're looking to do kind of quick changes of direction while training off the field, probably not the best option for you. But if you're just going to be jogging and even doing sprinting in a straight line, you won't have any issues here at all. Now the tongue area of the shoe is separate from the rest of the upper. It is also made from Primeknit, but it's a lot more open and it's very, very thin. As you guys can see, it's pretty much completely see-through, which is going to allow for great comfort in that it's very, very soft and flexible, but also great breathability, which is really, really nice. And the layout is quite similar to what you're going to find again on the Primeknit 2.0 soccer cleat, in that you essentially have the tongue down the middle, and then you have two extension pieces coming off the tongue that run into the base of the sole right here in the midfoot. So it's kind of like an internal boot right here in the middle of the foot that keeps your foot locked in place even prior to tying the laces tight. So again, you kind of get that compression type fit, which just feels really, really comfortable. It's a sock-like level of comfort. It doesn't take away from the flexibility of the shoe, and it's just a nice system to keep your foot locked in place right in the middle of the shoe. Like I said, while still maintaining a very high level of comfort. Now you are going to find that the laces run through the middle of the shoe. You have these little extension loops that come out from these little kind of rectangular cutouts. They don't run all the way through. They're simply there for looks and to actually attach the laces to the upper. And then you have two lace holes here on either side. So you can get that nice locked in feel with that extra lace hole that you don't necessarily have to use, but they do give it to you as an option. The rear portion of the shoe, like I mentioned, is not made from Primeknit. Instead, it's actually a padded mesh material. And it does have that little kind of extension piece at the back, again, similar to the Primeknit 2.0 soccer cleat, where it comes up a little bit higher and then kind of curves out. It doesn't necessarily hug the back of your Achilles tendon perfectly, but it still feels very, very comfortable, and it gives the shoe a unique look overall. The inside lining material is very, very nice. It's a padded mesh material. There's no real enforcement here in the heel at all. Which is not necessarily a bad thing. It just makes for a very comfortable kind of free sensation when these things are actually on your feet. The insole is fully removable. I'll give you guys a quick look at that. It's really nothing too spectacular. It's a standard foam lining on top. You're going to find cutouts right through the middle, and then it's just a standard solid piece of foam with a decent amount of padding to it. So step-in comfort, not an issue here. And the reason why you have the actual cutouts here is due to the ClimaChill element of the insole that you can see is very clearly branded there in like a metallic silver. And if you look at the bottom of the shoe, it actually does have a cutout through the middle with a ventilated area. You can see the pink mesh kind of seeping through there, and that's because that's the pink mesh that's lining the very bottom of the shoe underneath the insole. So you're sitting directly on top of this gray foam as well as the boost foam in the mid forefoot area of the shoe. So you get a nice comfortable sensation when you're wearing these things, and it also allows for a very flexible feel, especially here in the forefoot, while allowing for maximum ventilation. So if just breathability is something that you're really concerned with your runners, you have tons of breathability across the top of the shoe as well as along the bottom. Probably not ideal for when it's raining, but on a hot summer's day, this is definitely a pair of running shoes that you'd like to have on your feet to get as much airflow as possible. Now the midsole does feature their boost foam technology in the forefoot that I've talked about many times before on the channel. Instead of a solid chunk of foam, you have these little capsules that are not necessarily foam. They're actually a plastic material that do a really good job of kind of returning energy. So what happens is they compress and they bounce back to their original shape very, very quickly. And because you have a bunch of little kind of pebbles as opposed to one solid piece of foam, it just makes for a very responsive sensation when you're actually wearing the shoes. It's noticeably different from any other type of foam cushioning system you're going to find from any other brand. And like I said, it really does have a noticeable impact in terms of how the shoes feel on your feet. And again, in comparison to the Ultra Boost is a very comfortable shoe. You have full length boost foam across the entire shoe, but with this shoe you have more minimal boost foam in the forefoot and then a more dense standard running shoe foam through the midfoot and heel that I think makes this a lot better in terms of just not being too mushy when you're actually running. And that's not to say that boost foam is mushy. It's just when you have a very thick layer of it in the heel, especially when you're trying to sprint, I just don't think that it's the most ideal thing in the world. So something like this, you're getting the benefit of the cushion here in the forefoot from the boost foam, but at the same time, you don't feel like you're sinking into the shoe when you're doing more intense movements such as sprinting, which is, like I said, one of the major benefits of the Cosmic Boost, just based on what I found from wearing the shoes. Now the bottom of the shoe, pretty straightforward, does have a pretty standard kind of just rubber outsole. It's a very similar traction pattern to what you're going to find on their Free Football Boost or the Primeknit 2.0 Boost, and that you do have these little kind of circular areas that kind of raise above that just give a very light tread. For the most part, it's completely smooth, and it's a relatively sticky rubber as well. So as long as you're sticking to concrete or any kind of smooth, hard surface, you're not going to have any issues as far as traction is concerned. Again, this is not a training model. It's not really made for quick changes of direction, but as long as you're running in a straight line, however slowly or quickly, you're not going to have any issues with traction whatsoever. And you do have rubber across the entire outsole here, so durability shouldn't be a concern either. So that's pretty much it as far as what the Cosmic Boost has on offer. Again, I just think it's a really nice running shoe. They're relatively lightweight, which we're going to see a little bit more of in just a second. You get that Primeknit upper that feels really, really good. And then, of course, the Boost Foam midsole that, like I said, provides just enough comfort, but at the same time isn't overly spongy under your feet. So that's pretty much it as far as the Cosmic Boost is concerned. We'll move on next to a quick weigh-in so we can see how lightweight these guys are. As far as weight is concerned, the Cosmic Boost is impressively lightweight considering what it actually is. It's a thin, lightweight, flexible indoor shoe that at the same time provides a pretty significant amount of underfoot cushioning in the forefoot here with its Boost Foam midsole. So what I have right here in neon yellow is the Primeknit 2.0 Boost. This is the indoor variation of the Primeknit soccer cleat. Obviously, it does feature the exact same upper, but instead of a firm ground sole plate and stud pattern, you get the Boost Foam midsole from the Free Football Boost indoor shoe. So a lot of people have been asking me whether or not they should buy this particular shoe as a pair of runners, just because they're curious about Boost Foam and they're curious about Primeknit technology. And I've been telling people that yes, this is a good option if you're looking for a pair of soccer cleats, but I wouldn't necessarily buy them strictly as running shoes. If you're looking for a pair of running shoes that feature both Boost Foam as well as Primeknit, the Cosmic Boost is not only going to be a lot more lightweight on your feet, I think it's a much better option as well as a pair of running shoes. So I'm going to weigh both pairs for you today in real time. Keep in mind they're both in brand new condition. The Primeknit 2.0 Boost is a 9 US, whereas the Cosmic Boost is a size 9.5 US. We're going to start off with the Primeknit Boost 2.0, throw it on the scale, and you can see that they weigh in at 11 ounces, the equivalent of 311 grams. So certainly not what you consider to be a lightweight shoe by any means. So we'll change the units on the scale back to ounces, pull these off, and we'll throw on the Cosmic Boost, and you can see that they weigh in at a significantly more lightweight 8.3 ounces. So you're talking about a weight difference of just a little bit under 3 ounces, which is pretty significant and very, very noticeable both in hand as well as on feet. And again, if you're buying shoes to actually run in, the Cosmic Boost is going to be so much better an option in comparison to something like the Primeknit 2.0 Boost. That's a great soccer shoe. This is a great running shoe, and it really should kind of stay as two separate things, at least in my opinion. So again, if you're looking for a pair of thin, light, running shoes that feature Primeknit technology as well as Boost Foam, the Cosmic Boost is definitely the way to go at the moment. All right, so here is a look at the Cosmic Boost on feet. On my left foot, I have the stock black laces that come with the shoes. And on my right foot, I have a pair of reflective neon yellow SR4U replacement laces. I always get questions asking if you can use SR4U laces on running shoes and not just on soccer cleats. And the answer to that question, as you guys can see, is absolutely yes, you can. So if you guys are interested in a pair of SR4U laces for yourself, check out the website sr4ulaces.com. You'll find that linked in the description of this video. Now, as far as how these things fit and feel on feet, they're very comfortable shoes as you would expect. The Primeknit upper is soft, it's flexible, and it really does feel like a pair of socks on your feet. It's nice and stretchy in the forefoot, which is really nice. You have good ventilation across the top of the foot, which also feels really, really good, especially when it does get a little bit warmer outside. And they're just comfortable shoes overall. I really like how they fit in the heel area especially. As far as the cushioning is concerned, I really like this layout, especially for training when you are running at kind of a quicker pace. You do have that Boost Foam that's very low profile in the forefoot. They give you that little bit of extra cushion that you wouldn't normally get from a shoe that's this low to the ground and this flexible. And then of course you do have a more traditional firmer foam running through the heel and midfoot area that takes away some of the mushiness and kind of unstable sensation that you normally would get with a full-length Boost midsole, kind of like what you get from the Ultra Boost. The Ultra Boost is a great shoe for running at a steady pace, but as soon as you get up to kind of quicker speeds, like I said, it feels a little bit unstable, which is something that I don't quite love about this shoe and something that you don't have an issue with in the Cosmic Boost whatsoever. So a great shoe if you're going to be training and running at a variety of different speeds. As far as the overall fit of the shoe is concerned, they're going to be suitable for pretty much any foot width whatsoever. The Primeknit material is stretchy and is just gonna form to anybody's foot. as far as shape is concerned, just because it is kind of a sock-like type of material in terms of how it moves with the shape of your foot. And as far as sizing is concerned, I'm wearing my usual size 9.5 US, and they fit pretty snug. I definitely can wear them in my true size for running shoes, but I think second time around I definitely would go a half size up to a 10 US. So if you want a really snug fit, stay true to size, or if you want something a little bit more roomy perhaps, go a half size up in the Cosmic Boost, and you may be a little bit better off as far as comfort is concerned when going on slightly longer runs. Alright guys, that's it for my review of the Adidas ClimaChill Cosmic Boost running shoes. Really big fan of this shoe. The combination of Primeknit and Boost technology really works well on this particular shoe as more of a soccer specific trainer, in that they're low profile, they're lightweight, they're very, very flexible, and of course you do have that Primeknit upper that I think a lot of people are getting more and more curious about. And at the $140 retail price, I don't think that it is too high of an asking price for something that does feature both of Adidas's two flagship technologies at the moment. So again, if you're interested in a brand new pair of runners from Adidas, this is one that I can very, very strongly recommend. If you guys are interested in a pair of these for yourself, I'd strongly recommend checking out the review page on my website. It'll be the very first link down below in the description. On that page, I will have the detailed images of these shoes that I took myself. That'll give you a better idea as to some of the close-up details. And of course, you will find buy it now links with all of the currently available colorways on that review page. So again, if you're interested in a pair for yourself, first link down below in the description, go ahead and check it out. If you have any questions at all regarding the ClimaChill Cosmic Boost, let me know those questions down below in the comment section. I definitely will get an answer out to you. If you enjoyed today's video, found it helpful and informative, be sure to support it with a like. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. You can find all my social media information down below in the description as well. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. And as always, thanks for watching.